welcome. We are glad that you have joined us. At whatever point you end up watching this, or at whatever point you join us for this live stream, we are excited that you are here. We're in mourning.
Yeah, the
Um,
cat wasn't gonna stop clawing at the door.
yep. Well, we are here to kind of celebrate uh, James Van Der Beek, who went on left us today,
Yep.
and you actually got to meet him. Was it last year you got to meet him?
Yeah, I got to meet him. He came to OKC for Galaxy Con at our convention center, the same one that OKC Horror was at
Mm-hmm.
last year and the year before. But yeah, he made a few con appearances, mostly with Galaxy Con. I think he showed up on a couple ones on the East Coast. He lived in Austin, Texas, so he's
Okay.
not too far. My dad lives down there, but yeah, he got announced for GalaxyCon last year, and I uh, I got a Funko Pop signed by him, Varsity Blues,
That's
and
awesome.
so I found it at Target, actually, the Funko Pop, and it was on sale too. So I bought it and then just brought it with me just in case, because I was like, I wanted to meet him if I had extra time, because I was only at
Mm-hmm.
GalaxyCon for one day, and I
Yeah.
had to get some autographs for a buddy of mine, Donovan, who lives here. So I was in the long lines most of the day with like Danny Trejo and Jason Isaacs and Helen Hunt.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got all those finished, kind of walked around, and then I saw James had come back to his table, and I was like, I got to meet him because I love Varsity Blues, and I knew he was battling cancer and stuff. So I just wanted to give him some support, and we had a really nice conversation. But yeah, he was super sweet, just a really gentle human being. Like, you could tell it was wearing on him pretty good, but he
Yeah.
had a positive outlook. But I talked to him for about 10 minutes, just because nobody was there, and I told him about my mom. I lost my mom to cancer in
Mm-hmm.
2018, and then I lost a couple relatives as well to cancer, and so I told him, I know how tough it is and how hard it is, and just we're all rooting for you. And
Yeah.
he said thank you and shook my hand, and then yeah, when I was walking around way, it like really hit me. I got kind of teary eyed because I was just like, damn, that was really powerful. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, now flash forward, and I mean that was May, yeah, May
Right.
of last year, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's a
Yeah.
little over 6 months, 7 months ago.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Flash forward, and now he's gone. Yeah, yeah. I saw that. I was out and about. I dropped my son off earlier. I was out and about, and I my phone just started blowing up. Everybody was messaging
Mhm.
me, telling me the news, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's terrible."
Yeah. And I know there's a lot of times where that happens, and we wanna kinda honor that person and that memory, and, we've tried to do it before. We'll try to jump on and do a quick live, so glad you were able to join it tonight. We had
Yeah,
planned to do something else, but felt like this was more important for just the joy of what he brought to the world.
yeah.
I know a lot of people, most people know him because of his role in Dawson's Creek. He is the titular character of that
Mm-hmm.
show that launched a lot of people into the world. Michelle Williams, Katie Holmes, and then
Josh
I'm
Jackson.
blank Josh Jackson.
Yeah,
While he had made some waves before in like the Mighty Ducks stuff, that was definitely the one that kind of put him in a larger map. So yeah, for sure. But for me, Blues is where I first watched him. I was kind of in that place where I wasn't watching like network TV necessarily. I was kind of in college and kind of maybe even in high school, and Dawson's Creek felt like it was at the time it felt like, oh, that's just a girly show. I don't want to watch that.
right.
And so I never watched that. And so Varsity Blues is where I kind of got to see him act the first time and kind of connect with that character for the first time. So yeah, this is kind of a revisit for me of the first time I ever saw him. So pretty
Yeah,
pretty
this
cool.
this movie came out, I guess. Let's see. I'm trying. What year was it? I
Let me
should
see.
know. 1999. So
1999. Yeah.
99 was like a well, pretty much 94 to 99 was real big.
Hmm.
Especially like movies. There was a lot of ones geared towards like young adults and a lot of the comedies and stuff too. But there was a lot of
Hmm.
sports movies that were coming out in the 90s too. And I remember this one was produced by MTV, so they had access to like a lot of the big MTV bands and artists at the time. That was when MTV used to actually play music and stuff.
And
But
now they don't exist.
yeah,
So
exact.
they've
Yeah,
shut their doors now.
they're gone.
Pretty
So,
crazy. Pretty crazy.
but yeah,
Um,
it's a fun one.
yeah, for sure. Well, anybody that wants to join us, you can watch it on Peacock. Um, and where else? I sent it earlier. Where else can they see it on for kind of
Yeah,
free?
I own the Blu-ray. I just don't know what I did with it, so I'm just watching it for free on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube
You
free.
can watch it on YouTube with ads, so I don't
Yeah,
know how often the ads play. I think it's only every once in a while.
yeah,
But oh, here's the chat right here. I couldn't find it.
cool.
But yeah, it's definitely. Oh, let me minimize this a little bit. Oh shoot.
Where did you first see him act? Was it
You
this or
know,
was it
I
Dawson's Creek?
no,
Or?
you know what? I didn't I know Dawson's Creek was real big. I it was just not a show I watched at the time. I think I
Hmm.
mostly watched movies. I honestly I didn't really watch a ton of TV shows back then. Um but like I knew of it because, that was kind of geared towards my age bracket anyway. So
Right.
and then obviously I followed a lot of the actors and actresses as their careers went on. I mean, Michelle
Hmm.
Williams is obviously like the biggest of the four,
Hmm.
as far as like what she has accomplished as an actress. So
Yeah.
just Oscar noms and just this and that. Josh Jackson, I know he's done a few TV shows recently,
Yeah,
and
he
then he
did the oh, something like a doctor, one of those doctor shows,
yeah, it was
doctor.
like a doctor show, and then he did some.
There's
I
another
think
one
he.
called The Affair that he did on
That's
Showtime.
right, The Affair. Yeah, so I saw ads for it. I didn't see that one, but yeah, it was
Yeah.
cool to see him kind of pop up out of nowhere.
Oh, and then he was in they did a TV show with Lizzie Kaplan, and he played the Michael Douglas character for Fatal Attraction. It was like a single
Oh
season, Amazon
yeah,
Prime. I really like him. I mean, I think he's a really, really fun actor, Joshua Jackson, and so it's cool to kind of see him making some opportunities in this world, post Dawson's Creek and whatnot. Um, Another connection for us, the Joshua Jackson connection, is Scream 2. He was in
right.
Scream 2, and so
Yeah,
that was pretty awesome. So that's a little plug for our Scream episode we're going to talk about. It's going to drop in a couple of Mondays, not this coming Monday, but the following Monday, and we'll be chatting it up about Scream 2. But tonight we're going to watch Varsity Blues and chit chat about all the life things and all that
he
stuff.
was also in the running. He would have reconnected with Katie Holmes. He was actually in the. He made like the top 5 casting choices for Batman Begins.
Oh
Um,
wow,
so
okay.
he even I don't know if they have footage anywhere, but he like even I think he got as far as like putting one of the old suits on, and they did like screen like pictures and screen test.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was Josh Jackson, um, Cillian Murphy,
Mhm.
um, Christian Bale, and then I think. who's the other two they had? I honestly, part of me thinks Josh Hartnett was part of that as well.
It
I
would have
know
been
he
around
was
this time,
I
I
know he
think.
was almost cast as Superman as well for the I think he auditioned for Superman Returns, but Brandon
Okay.
Routh got cast. But there's a picture of Josh Hartnett in the Superman outfit.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure his name was at least in the running for that too. So kind of a they were trying to get some of those 90s, early
Mhm.
2000 like heartthrobs.
Yeah. I did watch a show, The Bee in Apartment 23. That was on
Yes.
for a little while. And I did watch a few episodes of that. I didn't stick with it. Just too many shows, but when that was coming around, I thought that was an interesting dynamic because he was playing himself. So that's always a fun gag to kind of see that. Um, that was with Kristen Ritter as the bee
Oh, yeah.
in apartment 23.
That's
So,
right.
but yeah, it was a good
Yeah,
good
no.
thing.
Good. Yeah, yeah, I don't know why I never even went back and I've seen like clips from Dawson's Creek and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I just
Yeah.
never I think we're honestly, I mean, I saw him pop up here and there, James Van Der Beek, but honestly, like Varsity Blues is
Hmm.
the major thing that I will always remember him from. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I just found out I saw my friend sent me a Reddit picture today, and I guess he's a Green Bay Packers fan, and I didn't know that. And then so his number 4 in the Varsity Blues is based off of Brett Favre because
Oh
he's a
wow.
pack. Yeah, so he's like a big Packers fan. So there was a picture of him and his son wearing like Packer beanies and going up. But yeah, that was interesting since I don't think he's always lived in Texas, but maybe I don't remember, but
Hmm.
you know, I thought that was cool.
Yeah. I
But yeah,
saw I actually saw on Reddit today picture of it may have been Instagram, I can't remember. But Stacy Keebler stopped by
I
um
did. Yeah, I saw it
to
on
see him
Instagram
just a
today.
few days
Yeah.
ago, it looked like. So
Mm,
looking at the sunset and all that stuff. It's
yeah,
just yeah.
he must. The good thing though, I mean, if you can find any good silver lining in like your last days with cancer, like as long as you kind of know it's coming, like you can spend as much time with the
Mhm.
people that you want to spend your last. So that's like that happened with my mom. Luckily she was back in Colorado at the time, not Austin, but she was too weak to like travel back to Austin. So the last 2 months of her life, she was in Colorado. So we got to spend a lot of time with her, which was cool.
Yeah.
But it looks like the same thing with him. Like he was able to just be at home and around his kids, who he loved a lot, and um,
Yeah.
just great. I mean, his kids are pretty. I think his youngest is like 6 or 7, maybe. I can't remember honestly,
Yeah.
but I know he's got a couple that look like they're about to be teenagers.
Nice.
Let me see here. Kids ages. Okay,
I
so
need
yeah,
to
he's
try that.
got Olivia, Joshua, Annabelle, Amelia, Gwendolyn, and Jeremiah. Okay, so his youngest is 4. He's got a 4-year-old, a 7-year-old, a 9-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old, and then Olivia is 15. That's his oldest.
Wow.
So kind of some of them are close to your kid's age.
Yeah.
But yeah, 6 kids. Those are unique names too. Minus Joshua, obviously, but
Mhm.
Annabelle, Gwendolyn. I like that.
For sure. Well, you want to get it started?
Yeah, yeah, we can go ahead. I think people will probably just, or it might be kind of quiet tonight just because it's Wednesday night. So,
Sure. All right. I'm going to hit it. Three,
alrighty.
2, 1, play.
Yeah, I'm almost positive I own this on Blu-ray, but I gotta go through the rest of my bins. But and I don't think this one ever had any like special editions or anything. So I don't think it's. I still don't think it's come out on 4K, but maybe I'm wrong.
Mm.
Varsity Blues. John Voight's awesome in this movie too,
Oh yeah.
as the coach.
Yep.
Oh no, I guess it did come out in 4K. Never mind.
I did the first time I saw him was Mission Impossible the first movie.
Nice. That's.
And
I think that's the first time I genuinely saw. Like, I
yeah.
probably saw him in a movie my parents watched, but that's the first one I remember.
Mhm. And then of
He's
course
just a
later
good.
on.
Oh, Anaconda too.
Yep, and that one came
My
later,
cousin
yeah.
took me to see that in the theater, and obviously I didn't know who John Voight was at the time, but
Yeah.
I just remember he was a good bad guy. Yeah, the cast in this is they got Scott Conn, and he never really got like he was always in stuff, but he never got like that big. I don't think he ever really had any starring roles. I mean, he kind of co-starred with David Arquette in Ready to Rumble, which I
Yeah.
think is a really fun movie, but he never was like a leading man like his dad. So
Yeah.
I know he was on that TV show. What was it? It was a remake TV show, Hawaii Five O, I think.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Billy
And
Bob.
I like the one guy that plays um that's in this, the big guy that's the center, and then he
Yeah,
plays himself again in Not Another Teen Movie.
yeah,
I thought that was kind of an interesting
yeah. No,
Billy
like
Bob. Yeah.
a lot of the sports movies. I mean, like this movie was one of the like popular ones that they would parody. I feel like
Mhm.
you had like Not
Oh
Another
yeah.
Teen Movie, then you had
Yeah.
that other football movie. I think it was called The Comebacks,
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Keanu Reeves.
and David Ketchner from Anchorman was the head coach.
Nice.
But can't remember who somebody else. Oh, and then the two actresses in this, they
Mhm.
look a lot alike. Amy Smart and
Ali Larter.
yeah, man, Allie Larder. I just saw her on an interview recently. I'm like, she hasn't aged at all. She
I
looks
know.
like exactly the same.
And we
But yeah,
got to see, I mean, I don't know, not a necessarily she didn't come back to it, but I think she's on a show now. I think Landman. Is she on Landman, I think?
oh, with
With
Billy
Will
Bob.
Thornton? Yeah.
I think she is. Yeah,
But
she's
we
always been
recently watched the Final Destination movies for, of course, Final Destination Bloodline. So saw her in a
nice.
couple of those, so that was kind of fun.
He's got a cross on his.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, this I feel like this movie really captured that like especially Texas, like well,
Sure.
they're because
Yeah.
they're not. This doesn't take place in Texas, does it? Or
I'm
is it in
assuming it
Texas?
does
I
because
thought
of how
it was either Texas or Kentucky.
yeah.
I can't remember, but Billy Bob. But yeah, I feel like this like really captured the small town like football is everything and
Mhm.
oh
And they
no, it
get
is
away with
Texas because
everything and
they have Texas on their jersey. They have a big
oh,
state of
okay.
Texas on their jerseys.
Yeah.
I forget what the name of the town is, but I should know. I honestly haven't sat down to watch this in quite some time, but he's just got a
Yeah.
big thing of peanut butter.
I know. I think I'm in the same boat. I think I mean, I maybe saw this twice before tonight. So yeah, it's kind of fun to
My
revisit.
buddies in high school, we used to watch this movie a ton just because we loved it so much. But
Oh man, Paul Walker. I
that's
totally forgot
right,
he was
Paul
in this.
Walker. Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Him and that was another actor who was kind of just always popping up, and then finally, Fast and the Furious just took over
Mhm.
his whole life. But
Yeah.
Yeah, him and James Van Der Beek had good chemistry
Yeah.
because they're like they've been friends for a long time, but obviously James wanted to start eventually,
Mm-hmm.
but he also didn't want it to be under that circumstance. So
Sure.
Scott Conn is so crazy in this movie. Very athletic.
Yeah.
I mean, he's that total wide receiver kid that you went to high
Mentality.
school
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just, of
Nimble
course,
and
he was also in
agile.
Ocean's 11, right? Wasn't
Right.
him and
I think
Casey
he
Affleck
was.
were like the
Yeah.
two kind of knuckleheads that were like,
I'm trying to remember. There was
oh,
another.
and Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's another good one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they used mostly the rock bands in this movie, but from the MTV days, Green Day and Foo Fighters, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like that scene where they play My Hero by
Oh yeah.
like that. I think that song just always I always think about this movie when I hear that song.
Mm-hmm.
West Canaan High School. Yeah, you can get there's a on Amazon actually you can get a lot of like replica jerseys from movies like I almost ordered Marlon Wayans did a basketball movie a long time ago called Six Man where his brother dies and then he's like a ghost but he like helps
Oh
the
yeah.
team and
Yeah.
I when I went and saw his stand up last year or it was a year and a half ago I think but I went and saw Marlon Wayans at the comedy club here and I almost ordered one of the, what was his name in that movie? I forget. It
That would
was
have
the
been
Washington.
amazing.
Yeah, but you can get them for pretty cheap on Amazon. They're like, I think the Marlon Wayans jersey was like $25, and then the Moxon jersey I think is only like 25-30 bucks. It's obviously not like official replica, but it's close
Sure.
enough so you can wear
Yeah.
it. I think Timu a lot of times surprisingly sells a lot of those knockoff jerseys as well. Semi
Mm-hmm.
pro, like the Will Ferrell basketball
Mm-hmm.
jersey. That's where everybody gets those. But John Voight, such a crazy guy.
mm-hmm.
And then like that blew my mind years later when I found out that was Angelina's dad.
Yep.
Like I was like, what? That totally makes sense actually. Amy Smart. She was huge back in the day too. She was like
Mm-hmm.
Crank 2 or Crank 1
Yep.
and 2, I think. And then
And then Road Trip,
Just Friends.
Just Friends.
Yeah,
Yep.
Road Trip is another good one.
Oh,
No, I
another
Just
one.
Friends is the one I always think of cuz that movie
Yeah. The other
actually it's
one that I
funny.
think of is Butterfly Effect.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
We used to get for a long time we were like always sold out of that movie because people just liked it so much. They'd always
Mm-hmm.
when we get a DVD copy and people would just buy it because a
Yeah.
used copy was like $5 or whatever, so they would just buy
Mm-hmm.
them. But yeah, Just Friends. That movie was wild because I guess you could call her like my high school sweetheart if I had one of those.
Sure.
Um, so I was friends with this girl. She was like the first girl I met when I moved to Colorado, and we went and saw. This was like our senior year, like the right before our senior year started, and we had just recently like started talking again, like because we used to hang out all the time, and she like dated a few of my friends, like my best friends and stuff too, off and on, and people were always like wondering why her and I just never got together or whatever. So we had just started hanging out again, and Just Friends just had just come out, and that movie was like her and I to a T. Like
That's
I'm
so
not. It was
crazy.
haunting how. So like we one of our first big hangouts. We went and saw that movie, and after that night, we started dating our whole senior year, and it was so. I mean, we were both watching it, and we got out of that movie, and we were like, Holy crap, that was like identical. I mean, minus like me, I wasn't like huge like Ryan Reynolds or anything, but
Yeah.
and I obviously didn't like move away to be a record producer or anything, um but no, just like the being friends and being stuck in the friend zone for a long time and
Hmm.
not realizing that like you two are supposed to be together. So Amy Smart played really well in that movie.
Yeah. Just got the first clue that something's going on with the old steroids or whatever they're putting in the knee to make it not hurt.
Scott Conn, he's so fun. Yeah. How I don't know how he wouldn't have the door shut like
Hmm.
already because like the players are like right outside the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie. There's a lot of good sports movies, but this movie and The Replacements with Keanu Reeves, those are like two of my favorites. Replacements, I've probably seen that movie. I don't even know 100 times. That's another one that I can quote pretty much the whole movie. Oh, we lost Spring. Sorry, everyone. Oh, his he just texted me. I guess his side of the stream crashed. Do we have anybody in here anyway? One watching. I think that's me. So I don't know if we even have anybody watching right now.
I'm back.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, crazy.
No, it's all good. I think I'm the only one in the live stream right now anyway, so I was talking to everybody, but I don't think anyone's there.
No,
Like I
that's how
said,
it
it's
works.
Wednesday and
Yeah.
yeah, it's all good. I'm sure some people will jump on here late. I think once the algorithm pops up, people will see it, but
Sure.
I don't think anything's going on tonight that's important.
It's the Olympics.
Olympics. No, I'm just kidding.
What's your
How
time
did
zone?
speaking of the Olympics, how did gymnastics do the other night?
Oh
Or
man, really good. They would got 198.1 something something or two something something, and then the next day they competed again here in Texas and got 198.1. So two meets over 198 is elite. Like
dang,
that's what you want.
that's
So
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really been paying attention because I'm not very patriotic. I mean, that's not why, but
Yeah.
Olympics are cool. They always pop up, and then I'm like, oh crap, it's the Olympics, and then I'll catch a few things here and there, but I just always miss a lot of the Olympics for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I was giving him. I don't know what your mine's at like he just gave Paul Walker some pills
Okay.
in the locker room.
Right.
So
I'm gonna go back a little
14
bit.
minutes and 35 seconds. I had an ad a second ago, so I think that's why.
Got it. Okay. He's doing the
Cool.
speech.
Yeah, John Voight just. Oh yeah,
Following.
they're Scott Kahn's talking about
Yeah.
partying after the. Here we go. Oh, those old high school party montages. Billy Bob and his pig
Yeah.
feeding it beer. Uh,
Oh, Florida State. Back when Florida State was they were the team, man.
right. Yeah, Florida State. I mean, even Florida, like Florida State,
Miami.
Miami, and then
Yeah.
Miami is recently starting to get back to their old
Mm,
ways. But well, we'll see how long it lasts. I think they're about to lose a lot of their starters, so
yeah.
I don't think any teams will catch up to like Alabama anytime soon, just because it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, college football is even harder than the pros because you're constantly just losing players. Like you have to be good at recruiting and getting new
Yeah.
players, and now with the NIL deals and stuff, it's hard to keep players because they want to make the most money on
Mm,
the team that'll pay them the most. So
yeah.
it's getting a little cuckoo birds. But yeah, Florida State they were always in the championship or in the playoffs at least.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was a kid, I think he's the head coach at Tennessee now, but the quarterback Josh Hoople played for OU, and OU won the national championship against Florida State when I was a kid. And Josh Hoople was the quarterback, and Chris Winkie was the quarterback for
Mm.
Florida State, and he won the Heisman, but
I
then
do
he got
remember
beat.
that.
And
Yeah.
then he was like old, like for a college quarterback. Like Chris
Mm-hmm.
Winkie was, I think when he went to the NFL, he was already like 29 or something, which is crazy because usually you're in like
Yeah.
21, 22 when you get drafted. Um, and so he only played in the NFL for I don't know 5 seasons or something, and then he retired. So
Yeah.
but yeah, the old days of college football. Uh, yeah, Billy Bob's character, he's super funny, but it's also just like super sad
yeah.
because he just obviously he just wants the attention and the friendships and stuff, but and
Mm-hmm.
he's like such a good guy. He just
Goes with it.
yeah, and then like the coach, the John, obviously John Voight doesn't really help.
Mm-hmm. And I think
That
he's
guy
trimmed
lost a
up.
bunch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's
was just
like
gonna say that. Yeah.
super skinny. Yeah, that just hit my head too.
Oh no.
Yeah, he got like I saw a picture. I think it was a couple years ago now, but uh,
Oops. Gross.
not the washing machine.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, gross.
Puke and rally. Yeah, I think he had a similar situation to John Goodman. Like his health was like they told him like you got to. I mean, whatever you need to do, like you have to lose weight because you're.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're not gonna survive very long. So, woo, good old practice.
Yeah.
I only play. Did you play football in high school?
No, we didn't have a football team. I played basketball.
Nice. Yeah, I would have rather. I tried to play, but being at that private school was like, I was actually really good at sports, but like by the time well, freshman year, I played football, and then I was on JV, and then I didn't really get a lot of playing time. And then the varsity went undefeated that freshman year and won the championship. So I got to be
Wow.
part of that team, which was really cool. And then I didn't play any sports sophomore year. I did like intramural sports, so like
Okay.
basketball. Like I played in some tournaments, some basketball tournaments, because basketball was really my true sport that I worked really hard at.
Nice.
And then baseball as well. But by the time my junior year rolled around, I tried out for basketball and I tried out for this. They had a summer league baseball team. I tried out for both of those, but some whoever's kid paid their dad paid more money to the school. They made it over me, even though I was better at
Yeah,
tryouts. So
that's crazy.
that definitely happened in basketball. That we had a head coach. He was our history teacher, Mr. Mason. He was awesome. I have nothing against him, but I I rolled my ankle like playing basketball a week before tryouts,
Mhm.
and I toughed it out. I rested that whole week, put a brace on my whatever on my shoes, and went out there and I thought I had a really awesome tryout. Like I was kind of
Yeah.
sore and stuff, but I nailed a few threes. Like in the kid who made it over me, I nailed a couple threes like right in his face, and I blocked him twice, and
Hmm.
and then like he didn't do anything that I thought was special, and then he made the team over me, and then I
Oh,
was like,
man.
what the heck? And then I found
Yeah.
out his dad was like best friends with Coach Mason.
Mm. Yeah.
Coach Mason is crazy too because he used to coach at a school in near Philadelphia, and he actually coached against Kobe Bryant's high school
Oh,
team
wow.
like back in the day. So like he coached a team that played against Lower Marion High School.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I was like, dang, that's nuts. So he was like on the court with high school Kobe, which is nuts. So
Mhm.
but no, he was a good coach. My one of my good friends was a starter in basketball, and he has a big company now out in New York City and
Oh, wow.
Detroit, and it's a IT company. They repurpose computers to basically it's like a nonprofit, but they make sure that families can afford
Yeah.
laptops and computers and stuff. And he started in a small warehouse in California, and and now he's like he goes to all these big. Keep seeing his social media. He keeps going to all these big things and talking on stage, and he's in all these
Wow.
business magazines. And it's called
That's cool.
Human IT is the name of the company.
Okay.
But he was an amazing basketball player, and one of my high moments was we played 21 one time in his driveway, and I beat him, and I was like, "Yeah, let's go," because like
Nice.
it was he was really good at basketball, so
Yeah.
I was like, "Man, that was a big plus for me." So it was cool. Plus, we both were. He's originally from California, so he's a huge Lakers fan, and
Mhm.
pretty much all LA teams he loves. But um, I grew up an LA fan just because of Kobe. Like that's what
Yeah.
got me into basketball at an early age. It was like Kobe, and then the kind of like the end of Jordan's career. So like
Yeah.
Jordan and Kobe were, and Allen Iverson, and
Mhm.
basketball was just really cool back in the day.
Yeah,
Had
I
a lot
agree.
of fun players and teams, but
I
yeah, it was shining moment.
Jordan was definitely definitely my guy.
Oh yeah,
Um,
he was so much fun to watch.
yeah.
That Bulls team, that especially the second three-peat, like when he
Right.
came back,
Tony
that
Kukoc,
was
yeah, John Pax,
yeah,
Steve Kerr was
Scottie
on that one,
Pippen.
Dennis Rodman. Like it was like so
Ooh,
many great like role players that just knew their spot and knew what to do and just supported the team. I think that's the interesting too. I watched or I listened to Phil Jackson's book, 11 Rings, which
nice.
is about him talking through, how he coached big personalities like Jordan and Kobe and Shaq. And it was incredible. Incredible book, really cool. to hear him talk. But the triangle offense that he ran with Jordan, it was designed to get the ball into more people's hands, and designed specifically not to have one person score all the points. It wasn't, a lot of isolation. It was just, we're you know doing we're doing this. It's we're running an offense. And he also specifically asked Jordan not to score, not to take over games in the first and second quarter. So he was a scoring champion and scored all these points, won all these championships, with him being basically like handcuffed for half the game, because he wanted to get the other teammates involved, and that was Phil Jackson's plan. So when you think about like how the game has changed to now, and how sometimes it's just like they just ISO one guy and set some
Right.
picks, and every play is for that person. Like there's no telling what he would have done in today's game.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
so it's just it's an interesting conversation to have, but I mean I still think Jordan is just the goat
Oh
in my
yeah.
opinion.
Well, I mean, he also I mean, he did play a lot of years if you total it all up, but like I feel like he did it on a smaller scale, like for
Hmm.
career wise. Like I think
Definitely
he
less years than LeBron.
well, and I mean, it's
Yeah,
just like he even took breaks and like went and played
yeah,
baseball and like came
right.
back and still was like, I mean, most players that
Yeah.
would do that today, I don't think they would. I mean,
Hmm.
they'd still be in shape, but they like it's hard. I mean,
Yeah.
just look at the NBA today. Like, other than the Warriors, like nobody really repeats. Some of them
Hmm.
miss the playoffs,
Hmm.
consecutive years. Like, it's hard to do. So, Lakers and the Bulls, both times that
Yeah.
Phil Jackson was there. I mean, that dude's a legend,
Yeah.
but yeah, the game was just different. I like there
Hmm.
were all-star players, but they still played as a team.
Yeah.
Like, and now it's like there's
Everybody's got to
two
have a
or three
super.
players.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like two or three players, and then there's like occasional players that pitch in and they make it work, but
Yeah.
it's just not as cool. Like, I grew up watching Jordan and Kobe and Tracy McGrady and Allen Iverson
Hmm.
and Tim Duncan and David Robin. Like, there was all
Yeah.
these awesome players, but they still played a team sport, and the head coaching was just top notch. So just some legends.
Hmm.
But I took a break from the NBA for a long time, and I honestly I this year I haven't really been paying attention either. But um, I'll grab highlights here and there, but it's just
Yeah.
not the same. The last like 8 to 10 years, it just hasn't been the same as when I was a kid. So
Hmm.
oh well. Football's kind of getting that way too. I mean, I still love to watch football, but like they keep changing. They're making it not football anymore. It's like flag football basically.
Yeah.
You can't touch anyone.
Did you see that interview that Logan Paul, or that conversation
With
Logan
Tom
Paul and
Brady.
Tom Brady was having? I was like, what are you doing, bro? Like, how are you talking to Tom Brady like this?
No, the Paul brothers, like they make it so hard to even have anything to like about like they'll have
Yeah.
moments where you're like they'll do something awesome and you're or like out in public or they'll do something cool for a charity or whatever and then you're like, "Oh, these guys aren't that bad." And then they talk in interviews and you're like, "Are you an idiot or what?"
Yeah. It's
And
kind of
Tom yeah,
crazy.
Tom destroyed him without being like actually like Tom could have
Right.
just easily went to his level and just like
Yeah.
been super aggressive, but I mean he just told him
He was
like it
trying to
is.
be
He's like,
professional.
yeah, he's like, I honestly you're it's not even close to the same thing what you're
That's
doing and
great.
what
That's great. Because he's like, man, I ran for this many times. Oh, that's great. Maybe you still have it.
Tom
That's great.
yeah, Tom I don't know if he got like teeth work or something to, like his when he talks now, it's kind of
Mm. Maybe he
I
got veneers
noticed,
or something.
yeah, or something, because like the way his mouth moves and stuff. I was like, he just doesn't even. At first, I didn't even know it was Tom Brady because he had like sunglasses and a hat,
Yeah.
and I never see him wear a hat.
By the
Tom's
way, this
he's pretty
scene
cool.
is the scene that they spoof in
Oh,
another
right,
teen
right.
movie, because it's like how many they're keeping track of the concussions in not another teen movie. It's like,
Not another
oh
teen movie, but when they do the flashback for what happened to the and the kid gets like torn in half when he
yeah,
gets tackled. Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy.
And the coach, I think the head oh wait, no. Yeah, the head coach in Not Another Teen Movie was Lee Ermey from Full Metal Jacket.
Oh
He's
yeah,
he's like the
oh
head
yeah,
football coach in that one.
that's crazy.
And he gets mad and he throws he he takes the yard flag and chucks it and it like sticks into somebody's the ref's chest.
Yeah.
Not Another Teen Movie. I think we've talked about it before, but that movie kind of around the same time actually, like in high
Mm-hmm.
school, like we would watch a lot of the parody movies, but like Not Another Teen Movie, Varsity Blues. Oh
Yeah.
man, John Voight's pooping his pants.
Mm-hmm.
That's so terrible. No,
Yeah.
Paul, get up.
Speaking of not another teen movie, Jamie Presley is going to be at OKC HorrorCon, so we are going to
Yeah.
be seeing her this summer.
I hit up I tried to hit up Rod. He's just so hard to get a hold, like when
Sure.
I do see him, we chat and like talk and he's so awesome and he'll respond to like comments like like he got a new house, his family got,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you saw that on social media, but they moved into a new house here. Juno, cut it out. And I congratulated him. I was like, "Oh, it's a beautiful house. Congratulations. That's awesome." I was like, "If you need anything or need any help, just let me know." And he was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, thanks, man." And then but yeah, he's just I get it. Like he's a busy man, but
Yeah.
I was trying to tell him I messaged him this last night about Alex
Yeah.
to see if cuz I told Alex I was like, "Yeah, I'll see if maybe we can either this year or next year for sure. Maybe we could get you to OKC because I think you would have a big fan base here." So,
Yeah.
um, I was just telling Rod, I was like, "Hey, you should hit up, Alex Armbruster because he's John Carver and people
Mm-hmm.
love Thanksgiving and." I think he'd well, and then now he's Ethan Hawke's stunt double so you could get the grabber
Yeah.
signed.
Yep.
Um,
That'd be
but
awesome.
but yeah, and then I still want to talk to him. I mean, I don't know if he would let us do it, but about the interviewing thing,
Mm-hmm.
that
Yeah.
the panels, because that'd
Yeah.
be a lot of fun. I mean,
Agreed.
like we would do it for. I mean, sure, he would just like pay for our tickets to go or whatever, but like
Yeah.
you don't have to pay us. Just give
Right.
us a mic and
Yeah. Let us be at least one of the rooms. I mean, I guess they have just the one room, but
well,
they're
I'm
changing it
interested
up,
to
aren't
see
they?
how it's going to be this year at the new
Mm-hmm.
venue. I guess they did it. I think one of their employees was saying that they did it at this hotel, like one of their first years they did it.
Yeah.
So they're familiar with it. But I go to Midwest City sometimes, but I don't know what hotel it is. So I'm interested to
Nice.
see. I think it has 2 stories though. I think it has a upstairs and well from the map that I saw online, I think it
Yeah.
has. Oh yeah, when he has
That's
to
so
stop the
great.
clock and he just chucks the ball at the. Did that already happen on yours?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good. He's
so
about to
funny.
start the play.
Here, I'm just gonna skip ahead 15 seconds here. Yeah, I always
I
think
love
that
this because
part's
this
so
you
funny.
he steps in and he like takes charge of the game.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
epic. No, it's just such a good like. It's just such a great. It's a good performance.
Mm-hmm.
He becomes like a fan favorite. It's just
Yeah.
it's cool. It's a great role for James to be remembered by for sure.
Yeah.
Just like the strength and I think it's the one that resonates with him the most. That's why he did all those selling those jerseys and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it was fun too. I mean, who doesn't
Yeah.
want to be in a sports movie? Like that's so
Yeah.
cool.
And he didn't really care, sitting there reading his book. He's like, I'm not gonna get in the
Right.
game. Like,
Yeah.
what's the point? Um, so it's pretty cool.
Well, some of the actors end up being like legit. Like Keanu Reeves, when he did Replacements, they
Mhm.
said, well, he did. They didn't do a lot of football scenes, but Point Break too. He's a quarterback in that too. But um, yeah, that he worked with an NFL guy to get all the motions down and like throwing how to be an actual quarterback. And the guy that taught him, he works on a lot of movies, but he was actually the in the Replacements. He's the one of the head coaches on the other team when the cheerleaders are like they make they're doing being all sexual and the quarterback snap they get a penalty for like false start because they distract them or whatever.
Oh,
And
wow.
he's that coach that's like the other one grabbed the smacked the other one on the ass there ref. And that's the guy who like taught he like
Nice.
worked on the foot he I think he worked on Longest Yard with Adam Sandler as well. but
Very
um
cool.
but he said that Keanu could like at the time he could have like tried out for an NFL team. He probably would have made it because
Wow.
he knew how to read plays. He knew how to like read defenses. Like his throwing motion was perfect. So he said like Keanu was ready to get like that's
That's
actually him
crazy.
playing football in that movie. So
That's
some of them
awesome.
end up being pretty legit. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. You think about, the other one that came to mind was,
Uh-oh.
well, you said Longest Yard. I was thinking Big Daddy or, what's the one with, Waterboy? Waterboy.
Oh yeah.
That's fun. Yeah. That's crazy.
I love Waterboy.
Mhm.
That's kind of not underrated because when it came out, it was a pretty big hit. But I feel like
Yeah.
it doesn't get talked about enough in Adam Sandler's resume.
Yeah.
Kathy Bates as his mom is just too
So great.
good. Yeah. Well, and
And then
even like
Colonel
some of
Sanders
the
as the teacher.
Colonel Sanders. Yeah. When he gets Henry Winkler, he's so good in that
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
When he's drawing the plays on the board and they pan down and he's got freaking high heels on.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was laughing so hard. Henry Winkler is somebody I would love. He seems like I hear he's the nicest human being, like other than Matt Lillard. Like
Yeah.
I've seen videos of him talking to people, and he's a big Chiefs fan. So he was at
Okay.
a couple of the Super Bowls, and Patrick Mahomes was like coming up to and talking to him, and he
Nice.
just is such a sweet. He's just such a sweet guy. Like
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh, Patrick," he's like, "You're gonna do so great. You're gonna be." He's like, "We love watching you." But and Bill Hader said like because his character in Barry Henry, I mean, he won an Emmy for that, but his character in Barry is like not like a character he's ever played before,
Yeah.
and Bill Hader said the same thing. He's like Henry. He's just such a nice guy. Like it's weird on set directing him and stuff because you're just like you have to be really mean in the scene, and he's just such a nice guy. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, he does cons a lot too.
Does he? Okay.
I'm hoping you never know. He might be at Frightmare this year. Maybe he'll be part of the Scream reunion. I don't know
That'd be awesome.
because he does a lot of like GalaxyCon and what else does he do? Some fan expos, I think, because they're I think the same booking people would do both of those. But I think he was at Frightmare not when they've had it at the convention center, but I think in the DFW days. I think he was there one year,
Cool.
and
Yeah,
he's
I'd love to, get his auto, man, on my
right.
screen poster.
Yeah, I definitely would
Be
love that.
crazy.
Well, I'd probably but now that we're talking about Waterboy, might have to get two. I think
Yeah.
he's pretty reasonable. I think he's only like I have friends who go to conventions and do consignments for people
Mhm.
and they post about Henry sometimes. I think he only charges like $50 for an or $40 or something, which is weird for like an
Yeah.
icon from like freaking Happy Days. Like
Right?
that's so
Fawns,
crazy.
man. The fawns, bro.
I almost bought. I was in an auction late one night, and they had a leather jacket signed by Henry Winkler, and he signed it
Wow.
as Fonz, and or the Fonz or whatever, and it went for a really low price. I was like, man, I should get this just to like I could either keep it or just resell it, but like it's
Mhm.
super cheap right now. and I just didn't. So I think it ended up selling for only like $80 or something. I was like, oh man, a leather jacket. I would like to get. I think maybe not current in my current office and stuff, but like down the road, I definitely would love to start collecting. I think I'm gonna move on to like props once I'm
Okay.
just because
Yeah.
like I love posters because of the you can fit the cast on them easier and they just
Mhm.
look really nice framed. So that's why I go with posters most of the time.
Yeah.
But I think I only have a couple props that are signed, but I think I'm gonna start getting more props down the road. I
That'd be
definitely
cool.
need to get. I'm considering. I think I don't know if this is true, but at Frightmare, Tommy Lee Wallace is going to be there, and he directed Halloween 3, but he also um, he invented the. He's the one who made the Shatner mask into the Michael Myers mask,
Oh,
and
wow.
he's also. I didn't know this till a friend of mine was a vendor at a con, and Tommy was there, and she called me, and she's like, hey, she's like, you like Tommy Lee Wallace, right? And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, I love Tommy Lee Wallace. She's like, okay, well, would you rather have a Halloween 3 autograph or a Halloween 1 autograph? And I was like, oh, what did he have? And he was in the famous closet scene when
That
he
was
breaks
him
through
doing
the.
the break.
So he's
Okay.
in the Michael Myers suit for that scene. So I have an 8 by
Wow.
10 signed by him from that scene.
That's
Um,
awesome.
and then he signed my Myers poster that has all the Michael Myers actors on it. But I thought about getting a. Well, I need to add him to my Halloween cast piece as well.
Yeah.
But I want to get the mat. I want to get like a legit replica mask signed by
Yeah.
him, just because like he made it. Um, but I heard I don't know if it's true, but I don't think he signs masks for some reason. I think he is like anti because he said I think I saw somebody who post on their YouTube channel. They tried to get him to sign it, and he's like, no. He was like polite about it, but
Sure.
he's like, well, I didn't. I mean, he technically did play Michael Myers in that one scene, but he said something about like he just doesn't feel like he should sign something like that because
Yeah.
he's not the main actor or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I don't know if that's true or not. But if it's
Yeah.
not true, I might have to do it. Well, because now I'm thinking about it. I because they're gonna have the Halloween 3 reunion there at
Mhm.
Frightmare. So Tom Atkins, he's getting older, and I haven't met him yet. And then the actress, I forget her name right now. But yeah, and then Tommy Lee Wallace. So I
Yeah.
kind of want to get that. I want to get a Halloween 3 auto because I don't have that. But I also want to add him to my Halloween cast piece. But we'll see. I need to sell some stuff and just save up some moolah.
Yeah. Where do you normally sell it? Like, if you do wanna sell something?
I usually sell on Mercari just because they don't take as much. I sell on eBay, but like if especially if it's an expensive item, like
Mhm.
eBay's takes a lot of fees from you, like when
Gotcha.
you sell it. So like a friend of mine just posted he sold something on eBay the other day for like 150 bucks, and I think with the fees that they took and everything, I think he was only making like 105. So they took like
Yeah.
$45, like which is insane. So I think
Yeah.
Mercari just depends. At Mercari, I also have better luck. eBay stuff just sits there sometimes.
Mhm.
I do use eBay to price my stuff though because
Okay.
they have you can go to the sold tab and filter that,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
then check like the last 10 to 15 of the same item, and if they're all kind of in the same price range, you can kind of base your price.
Mhm.
I just listed a couple of physical media things today that I found just that are still sealed. So I just
Nice.
listed those on Mercari, but I've sold a lot on Mercari. I started like 3 years ago, and think I sold almost like 150 items on there.
Okay.
So
That's awesome.
some big, some small. Um, What I sometimes will do if it's a rare item that comes out, like a limited or like an item that I want to keep in my collection, I'll buy 2 of that item and then I'll
Mhm.
sell the other one for like double, and then it's like I didn't pay for the one that I keep.
Yeah.
So, um I've done that a few times, which works out, especially with like Funko Pops. Like if it's a
Mhm.
big one that I can sell for $30 instead of 15 or whatever, I'll just
Yeah.
buy an extra one, sell it, and it pays me back for the other one and
Mhm.
it covers the one I sell. So,
Yeah.
but it's nice. But yeah, I don't know. I also just need to sell stuff to like clear up space anyway. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I want to I got a few months till Frightmare, but I definitely would like to. I mean, Warwick Davis is like the number one just because
Mm.
he is hard. He's not at a lot of cons these days. So, um, Jess and I both love Willow a lot.
Yeah.
So, we named our dog Kaya from Willow, Princess Kaya.
That's
But
awesome. That's one I haven't seen in a long time. I know I watched it a
yeah,
lot as a kid because we got it, like, I think I recorded it off of Disney or something, so I watched it a lot as a kid, but it's been a while since I've seen it, so
yeah, I haven't seen the newer show, but I didn't. I heard it wasn't that great. I mean, I'll watch it eventually, but
yeah.
it wasn't top priority. It's another thing where I feel like they waited a little bit too long. Plus, I don't think Val Kilmer's in it at all, so that kind of defeats the purpose because he's so great in Willow, the movie.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just a fun, fantastical movie. Good old Ron. Speaking of Happy Days, Ron Howard,
Yeah, there you
he
go.
directed, and then Warwick got that job because he worked with George Lucas produced Willow, and he worked his
Yep.
first job ever was Willow
Wicket.
or Warwick or Wicket,
Wicket. Yeah.
Warwick Davis, Wicket, in
Yep.
Return of the
It's a
Jedi.
bunch of W's. Wicked, Warwick,
Yeah,
Willow,
he did a show.
and
I don't know
I
if we've
even
ever talked about it, but
real
Life's
quick
Too
before you
Short.
do that, there was he was also the volleyball in Castaway.
He was
Wilson.
Wilson. Yeah, another W.
Yeah, you're
Uh,
saying the show.
Yeah, he did a HBO show that was produced by Ricky Gervais, called
Okay.
"Life's Too Short," and
Okay.
Ricky and Steven Merchant. Everybody plays themselves, like the celebrities that are in it.
Mhm.
But whole, if you've never seen that show, it's not very. It only went one season, which is still blows my mind because it's everyone I talk to that has seen it thinks it's one of the funniest things. Like Warwick Davis is so funny in that show. Um, he's basically like making fun of his actual career, like, so he in the show he plays himself and he runs a agency, like a talent agency for little people, and he
Mhm.
tries to but but he hasn't had a big hit in a long time, so he's like he a lot of the roles that come in, the big roles, he like steals them basically.
Gotcha.
um and they have like random cameos from celebrities. So like one of the funniest, I think it's the second episode, Johnny Depp has a cameo, and it is not only funny because Johnny Depp is so funny in the episode, but it there was the Golden Globes years ago. Ricky Gervais pretty much tore Johnny Depp a new, like, he made fun of him a lot in that
Mm.
show. And so in this episode, they go to like so Johnny Depp hits up Warwick Davis's company, and he wants to follow around a little person because he's trying to get ready for this role, playing like a tree troll or something like that. And so Johnny Depp wants to follow a little person around for a whole day and like take notes on like how
Yeah.
their movements are. And so like he meets Warwick at this hotel room and he's like Warwick sits up on a chair and Johnny's like, fascinating, and he's like writing notes down. And then he's like, wait, you know Ricky Gervais? And Warwick's like, yeah. He's like, I was actually just getting ready to go to his office now. And he's like, oh, can I come with you? And and like Warwick has no idea, and so he takes him there, and Johnny and Ricky have like a scene together, and it's so funny.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson had a cameo, and he was trying to do improv. He told Ricky Gervais he wanted to do improv comedy, and
Oh,
Ricky's
that's
like,
awesome.
"Oh," he's like, "Okay." He's like, "Are you? Do you do improv comedy?" And Liam like, it just does whatever. And
Yeah.
then Helena Bonham Carter is a cameo. Her cameo is really funny but super mean, because Warwick takes this job. He thinks he's going to star opposite Helena Bonham Carter, which is funny because he's been in pretty much all the Harry Potter movies with her.
Mhm.
Um, but he gets to the job site, and they want him to he's supposed to be the stunt, or he's supposed to be a fill-in actor for a little, like a child, like a little
Oh.
British kid. And so they put this like hat and wig, and it's like a period piece or whatever. And so Helena Bonham Carter just keeps, they'll be like action, and Warwick's like in the scene with Helena Bonham Carter, and she's like, "Oh my god." She's like, I can't look at him. He's so hideous." And the director's like, "Well, what should we do?" And he's like, "All right." He's like, "Can you just like turn the other way? We'll just add something in." And Warwick's like, he's like, "Okay, what?" So then finally they make him get in they put a trash can. They're like, "All right, well, what if we just have him sit in the trash can, and then we'll just add in the kid late. We'll add in the kid that you're talking in the scene with." So then they put this giant trash can, and Warwick's like sticking his head up, and Helena Bonham, and the director's like, he's like, "Can you please get down? Like, put your head down." And it's so mean, but it's like
Right. It's
Warwick's,
he's in
he's
on
like
it.
he's
Yeah.
obviously created the show too, but
Yeah.
I wish it would have had a second season, because it's one of the, if you want a good laugh and appreciate like Warwick Davis for sure, like
Mhm.
you will love it, because there's only, I think, 6 episodes. It only had like 6 or 7 episodes.
Yeah.
But my goodness, my at the DVD store, we rented it. My buddy who lived with me at the time, and we were like crying. We were laughing so hard because we
That's
love Warwick
amazing.
Davis, but like it was just so out of left field of such a
Mhm.
weird show. But man, yeah. So I'm excited to hopefully meet him. We'll probably do
Yeah.
a pro photo op with like Jess Lennon and I too,
That's
for
cool.
him.
Are they
Man,
gonna come
freaking Matt,
the whole
he's
day?
what's that? Oh,
Jess and
Jess and
Lennon?
Lennon. Jess had, so Lennon gets in free, obviously. Lennon or Jess will probably, she has a weekend pass, but she'll probably only go like one. She'll probably go like Saturday, I would assume.
Gotcha.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. If I can save up some money, like I have the money, I don't want to like blow through my money in case I want
Sure.
something else. So
Yeah.
um, but yeah, I'm just trying to. I would love to meet Lee Winnell as well, just because like I appreciate him as a director and a writer.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then the Saw, I mean, had him to like a Saw piece or whatever. I
Yeah.
kind of want him to sign. I kind of want, because I loved Invisible Man. I thought that was so good.
Mhm. Yeah, I did too.
And
That was
actually, I
amazing.
I liked what he did with his Wolfman. It wasn't like fantastic. Like it's not the
Sure.
best Wolfman thing ever, but I thought it was cool how he like did
He
how they see when they're
Mhm.
transforming and all that. I thought that was really cool. So,
Yeah, for sure.
but but yeah, there's some. I mean, I feel like the last 2 years of Frightmare, they've been way slower with like their announcements. Because the first year I went, when John Carpenter was there and Sam Raimi,
Mhm.
they had like the first month they start, like there was probably 30 announcements, and I think we've only
Wow.
had
I know, it
maybe
feels
15 so far.
Mhm.
So hopefully, I'm assuming they definitely have them by, usually by like March. So probably next month we'll get the rest of the
Yeah.
announcements. And then usually there's at least one or two that get canceled. So
Yeah.
my guess right now is probably, only because I know he's a busy schedule. Maybe like Steve-O, I could see him
Mhm.
canceling just because he does his like podcast and all
Mhm.
kinds of other stuff. But I'm kind of hoping they bring Sam Raimi back this year,
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
because I saw him. the year I went when John Carpenter was there, but I didn't. I walked by his table, but I didn't get to meet him. So I mostly spent. I think that first one I went to was mostly like the Halloween cast, the Thing cast, and obviously everything that pertained to John Carpenter was that was my top priority. So I missed out on a few,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
And I mean, they'll probably announce some good Scream ones that I don't have yet either. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll see. If it's ones that are going to be here, I'll just wait till a couple more months
Yeah, that's what I
after.
was thinking too. Like if there's any duplicates, just waiting for OKC.
Especially like Rose and Roger. I bet they probably will announce Roger just because it's the 30th anniversary. I mean, I don't see them not having. He comes to Frightmare a lot, so
Yeah.
especially because he's the voice of Ghostface. So I
Right.
I can't imagine they won't invite him.
Yeah.
I need to talk to speaking of people who have been at a couple of cons that I was at, but I didn't get to meet them. Greg Nicotero, he's going to be at OKC Horror, and he was at GalaxyCon here last year. But I would love. I'm going to see if he'll do the podcast because that would be.
Yeah.
I would
That'd be
love to have
awesome.
like a makeup effects like legend on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
and speaking of effects, I found the effects team that worked on Del Toro's Frankenstein today on Instagram
Okay.
because they posted a behind the scenes of the um have you seen the movie yet? The Del
Yeah.
Toro
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that towards the beginning when Oscar Isaac's talking to all those people in the classroom setting and he
Mm-hmm.
shows that first Frank like the
Yeah.
half body thing. They posted a behind the scenes of like bringing that half body to life and stuff.
That's
So
cool.
I'm gonna message them probably tomorrow. Well, maybe tonight. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't want to message them too late, but I might see if because yeah, if we can get them
Mm-hmm.
and some
And
other. I
that's a
love
good
makeup effects. So
yeah, that's a good another good plug for our bride prep episode that's coming up in a few
yeah.
weeks.
Oh
We're gonna
man.
have Horror Cat Dad on. Larry's gonna join us for that conversation, and he also agreed to join us for the mummy conversation.
Oh yeah, Lee
That's gonna be
Cronin.
dropping in like April or May. I can't remember exactly when the mummy is coming out, but so he's gonna join us for that one. So a little couple Universal monsters joining us for 2026.
Yeah, Larry loves Universal monsters. I was
So
watching as a refresher because I have the Blu-ray box set. I was watching Bride of Frankenstein last night to
mm-hmm.
go to bed. It's a good one.
Yeah, so good.
Well, it's crazy those old black and white ones. Like I'm sure the sets are actually pretty big, but they do a good job. Like towards the beginning of the movie when they go in the water and there's like the waterfall or whatever, and Frankenstein's like chilling in the water, and then like he kind of comes at the couple that falls in or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like that whole set design of like the rocks and the waterfall and the tree, like it. We look when they pull the camera zoomed out, you can see pretty much the whole set. But I'm sure it had to be bigger than what it looked like. I'm
Hmm.
assuming, but I just
Yeah.
think that's so cool. Like they were able to maybe it was actually was outdoors too. I don't know. Maybe they built a set or they used an actual set.
Yeah.
But yeah, those movies are cool. They're especially like the makeup effects and stuff are so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got a couple of things I'm gonna bring to the podcast that I don't normally bring to the podcast tomorrow. So that'll be fun. I got some tricks, some treats. So
Ooh, you're gonna make
it's
this
nothing too
pencil
huge, but it's gonna
disappear.
be cool. It's gonna be cool. Yes.
You're gonna make a pencil disappear.
Ooh, it's gone.
What a great scene.
Magic. I know, man. So great.
Talk
I
about
just love all of that. Like anybody that saw him, they just didn't. They just were scared out of their mind. Like that's
Yeah.
just insane.
Well, the first time Michael Caine saw him was the dinner scene, like when he
And
gets to
Maggie
like
Gyllenhaal too, I
he's
think.
yeah, so he's like genuinely terrified.
And he had a
I just
line and he couldn't say it. Like it's just he was so shocked that he couldn't say his line. It's
yeah, there
crazy.
was I found this new Instagram page that I mean, they talk about a lot of cinema in general, but they seem to post a lot of factoids and stuff about shots in like
Mm-hmm.
Batman Begins and The Dark Knight and stuff. And they had one about that dinner party scene. They said Maggie was, if you look, she's like she keeps looking to the like a sit the AD to like she thinks they're gonna like yell cut, but they just keep going, and so she's like genuinely terrified.
Mm-hmm. We were watching that the other night. Zeke, I was telling Zeke about that. I was like, she's not acting. She's
Yeah,
terrified. It's
so
crazy.
crazy. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
well, like it's crazy that stuff like that does happen in movies, but it also you find that out sometimes much later after you've seen a movie. Like Last Samurai with Tom Cruise, like
Mm-hmm.
that scene where I can't remember if he has the samurai sword or one of the actors has a samurai sword, Ken Watanabe maybe, but somebody has a samurai sword and they put it to the neck. I think it's Ken Watanabe to Tom Cruise's neck, and it was like a real samurai sword, and it was like literally touching. Like if he would have gone like full speed, like he probably would have decapitated Tom Cruise. Like it's insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had like a little nick on his neck. But yeah,
It's
crazy
crazy.
movies magic. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Heat's performance is I'm so sad too because I was of everything. I'm a huge Batman fan, obviously, but like anything that came out news wise for The
Mm-hmm.
Dark Knight leading up, because it was like it was almost 2 years before, like from when they started filming
Mm-hmm.
to when the trailers came out to the movie finally came out. And so that's a long period of time. So, like, any magazines or news outlets that posted on social media, like, this is what this is what we were able to find, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was obsessed with all of it, and we went to Chicago where they were filming Dark Knight to see my aunt. Well, we went to a football game, but my aunt and uncle, and they I didn't drive obviously, so like we went to the football game, went and got dinner downtown in Chicago, and I like was so eager to like go into the city and see if they were
Mm-hmm.
filming The Dark Knight cuz I knew they were somewhere close by. I was like, "Oh man." And then once the movie came out, I was like, "Oh, that would have been so epic."
Yeah, my cousins lived up there at the time, and they actually sent me. I don't know. I think it was just a news clip or a news video because when they blew up the hospital, it was like an actual like garage or whatever that they were
It was
destroying.
a candy factory,
Okay,
abandoned
yeah,
candy factory. Yeah.
yeah, and
My
so
my
they
aunt and uncle, I have it somewhere in one of my bins. They live in Chicago. They sent me the newspaper article
nice.
um, from when they blew up in one take. But yeah, it was an
Mm-hmm.
abandoned. I forget what the name of the candy company was, but it had been abandoned for a while, so they just
Yeah,
blew it to smithereens. But you can
yeah.
watch it on YouTube too. Like I mean, they obviously couldn't get super close, but people
Mm-hmm.
posted videos like across the street while it got
Yeah,
blown up. Like,
and not to mention the fact that that was almost a blown, no pun intended,
yeah,
a blown like take.
Heath's little improv
Yeah,
esque thing.
save the day, man. Because
Well, and, to stay in character too, like on like blowing up something that big, like right
mm-hmm,
behind you, like that's
mm-hmm.
crazy. And one take, like you
Yeah,
basically have one take.
you have one
So
opportunity. Yeah,
yeah,
and I mean for him to know, like he knew that it was going to be a bigger blast than that,
yeah.
and so he to play
It's
it
almost
off
like
like
he was
that.
anticipating it, but it just
Yeah,
he knew something was up. But
yeah.
great improv, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just such. I mean, I remember when that movie came out, like I saw it so many times. That's the movie I've seen the most in theaters. Like
Yeah.
I went, I dressed up as the Heath Ledger Joker opening night. That was back when people would like dress up for
Mm-hmm.
premieres and stuff. And I mean, I went out. A lot of my stuff was like homemade. Like I went out to thrift stores and found. Ooh, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
sneeze. Excuse me. I went out to thrift stores and found like the purple, like a dark purple jacket, and like I bought a purple dress shirt at the thrift store, and then I purple sharpie like all the hexagons and stuff on it. My
Nice.
buddy, my buddy found they had replica socks from the movie on the WB website, so they were like $9. So I got the replica socks and the replica gloves, and then my buddy he painted my face for me that night, and then we went and like people were taking their pictures with me, and it was funny because I ran into a couple friends and they didn't know it was me, and so like I had all this Joker paint on, and I said their names and they like pissed their pants, like they were so they I was like, no, it's Josh, and they were like, what,
That's
like what are you
amazing.
doing?
And
I
that
was
was
like,
even before you
Brandy.
knew the voice. That was before you knew. I guess you probably maybe seen some trailers or something where
Yeah,
you would
yeah,
have gotten the voice a
they
little
had
bit.
like
Yeah.
teasers, like small teasers and stuff. I think the
I remember the
actually the
first
semi truck
teaser.
I think was in the so like that whole sequence, like you heard his voice a little bit, but
Yeah. I remember the first teaser was the cell uh scene when he's
yeah.
in the cell and
Hmm.
Gordon is there and talking to the commissioner of the time, like what's going
Yes.
on. This guy is just nothing but knives and this and that and that and that. And then it just the end of the teaser is just the pan up of
Yeah.
and it showed Joker. So
Well, I
just
remember the
crazy.
first picture. So they made a shirt at Hot Topic. The first
Mm-hmm.
picture was kind of like not his hair or anything. It was just his face back with like paint. And my
Mm-hmm.
ex at the time, for Christmas that year, she got me a bunch of cool stuff, but she got me the T-shirt that came out. And then, yeah, once the first trailer came out, I was obsessed with all of it. Like I was a little too
Yeah.
obsessed at the time because I worked at Chick-fil-A. That was my first job. And after the movie came out, I didn't even notice that I was doing it, but like my coworkers were like, especially the Joker stuff, like I was taking that stuff way too like no,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done anything bad, but I just like that role just like stuck with me for
Mm-hmm.
months after the movie came out. And my friends and coworkers were like, they were like, they're like, why are you like licking your lips and stuff? And I was like, what are you talking about? And they're like,
That's so funny.
you keep licking your lips like every time you say something, and then you like to us, and then you go bag the food. And I was like, do I? I was like, no, I don't. And they're like, no, you do. And then I think I finally, they said they were like, you just did it. And I was like, I guess I did. I was like, I guess I'm just a little too obsessed.
Yeah. Uh a friend of mine actually, he was on the podcast for the Darren Aronofsky. No, not Aronofsky. It was the stealing from last year.
Oh, caught
Dar-
stealing.
Caught stealing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Jr.
Arnofsky. Yeah,
Oh yeah, you're right. Darren. Yeah,
he
Aronofsky.
directed it. Yeah, I still haven't seen
Um,
that, but I heard it's good.
but he actually rented a bat suit for Dark Knight Rises and
Damn,
rode to the showing on his moped on his
that's so
bat
cool.
cycle.
I I had what was cool. So like we had this really big AMC in Westminster, Colorado. It was like the AMC Promenade 24. So it had 24 theaters inside. And that was
Hmm.
back when they would, you know, you go to a midnight like back then they didn't have the
Right.
like day before showing, so you'd wait till midnight or 10 p.m. they'd play some. Um and they had like 22 of the 24 theaters for the opening of Dark Knight because it
Yes.
was so
Yeah. I remember
massive.
that. Yeah.
And my dad like never really went to the movies that often. Um and he like last minute was like he saw we were so excited to see it, and he's like, oh yeah, he's like, maybe I'll go. So he went with us,
Hmm.
and I felt bad because like he had to go, there wasn't enough seats for like I think we had like 8 people with us for our group. And so my dad went to another theater inside like by himself for Dark Knight, but he loved
Mhm.
it. Like, and then we got out of the Dark Knight for the opening, went home. I was supposed to do the truck for Chick-fil-A the next morning at like 6 a.m., but I that didn't happen
Yeah.
because I didn't go to bed till I was so excited, and I didn't go to bed till like 5 a.m. So um slept in a little bit, woke up. My dad doesn't really rewatch movies that often unless it's like a classic that he wants to throw on streaming or whatever.
Mhm.
He went to the midnight premiere, but then he's like, "Hey," he's like, "Do you guys want to go see Dark Knight this afternoon?" And I was like, "What? Yeah, for
That's
sure."
amazing.
So my dad took my brother and 2 buddies. We went to another AMC, a different one. I got out of that showing. So, okay, so I went to the midnight showing, got out
Mhm.
slept in, went to, like, a 3 o'clock showing, got out of that showing. 2 of my best friends called me when I got out of that showing, they're like, "What are you doing right now?" And I was like, "I just got out of The Dark Knight," and they're like, "Oh, you did?" They're like, "We're going to, like, a 9 o'clock showing at the AMC Promenade." And they were like, "We really want to watch it with you because like you love Batman." I was like, "I've seen it twice already, but I'm on my way, right?" So
Yeah, absolutely.
opening day, I saw The Dark Knight 3 times, and
That's
then I
amazing.
and then I saw it Sunday that week. So opening weekend, I saw it 4 times, and then I went on a trip to Springfield, Missouri, to see my friends, and we drove to Florida in a van. Like there was a big group of us. We had 2 vans. And so I dressed up as the Joker in Springfield, took my friends in Springfield to go see The Dark Knight. Then we went to Florida. I dressed up as the Joker again in Florida, went to a theater there to see it. It was funny too because there was a stoner kid working at the theater in Florida, and my friends
Mhm.
and we were in high school at the time, but we walked up to the ticket window, and I dressed full on Heath Ledger
Mhm.
Joker, and Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2 had just come out, and the kid was like probably 16. I don't,
Yeah.
he looked stoned out of his mind. He's like, "Oh, what can I do for you, man?" And I was like, "Can I get one for Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants too?" And he was like,
Are you
"Really?" And I was like, "No, give me the Dark Knight." And
That's
he was
amazing.
and it was so funny. So this group of girls, like softball girls or something, we get out of the movie and it's nighttime, probably like 8 o'clock at night, and we're in, I forget, not Fort Lauderdale, but I can't remember what part of Florida we were in, but we were near the resort we were staying at, and all these girls come running up to me and like they want to take pictures, and they're like, "All right, we're gonna win," and I was like, "Win what?" And they were doing like a scavenger hunt, and
Hmm.
I don't know if they were just supposed to find somebody that was dressed. There's no way they were supposed to find someone dressed as
It's a
Joker on their
Joker, yeah,
wild
yeah.
card, but yeah, they were like, "Oh, cool, can we take a picture with you?" So I'm sure there's a bunch of pictures out there of me just dressed as the Joker with. It was
That's
fun, but
amazing.
yeah. And
Yeah.
then I had a buddy who worked at Elvis Cinemas in Colorado. It's not around anymore, but it was like a cheap theater. It was like you could go to the movies after they played for a while,
Mhm.
and the theaters could go for like super cheap. And they got the reel in, and it was like a big deal because it was the Dark Knight. And my
Yeah.
buddy worked there, and he's like, "Hey, when we close tonight, we just got our Dark Knight reel in, and we're all gonna lock the doors and like watch Dark Knight." He's like, "Do you want to come join us?" And I was like, "Yeah, for sure." So all in all, I think I saw it in theaters 10 times, and I
Mhm.
saw it in 3 different states, which is pretty
That's
cool.
amazing. Yeah.
And I can't wait to well, actually no, I saw it 11 times because when The Dark Knight Rises came out, we went
Mhm.
to the AMC, they did all 3 of them, and my
Mhm.
dad, my brother, and I, we went to the all 3, so I saw it again that time.
Nice.
But yeah, it's definitely, like, one of my favorite movies of all time,
Yeah. That's
hands
cool.
down. Mainly because of Heath, obviously, but
Yeah. I can't remember how many times I've seen that in the theater, but I think I know that Endgame. I think I tapped out at 19 in the theater.
In the theater? Damn.
Yeah,
That's
and I know
impressive.
Star Wars, Force Awakens, I saw
See,
that
that was another
3
one for
times
me.
opening weekend,
Well, I saw it
and
twice opening, but I saw it
yeah,
4 times total in the theater. Yeah.
I'd seen the entire 6 films and then saw the 7th. That was on Thursday night through Friday,
Yeah.
or Wednesday night through Thursday. Yeah, that's what it was. Wednesday night through Thursday. Then 7 o'clock on Thursday night was the premiere, and then I saw it Friday night and Saturday night in 2 different theaters. I went to the Alamo Draft House, and I went
That's
to the
dope.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
Force Awakens for me was like my New Hopes because like I wasn't
mm-hmm.
alive when New Hope came out and like all the jazz around that. So they brought
Yeah.
back all the oldie people and like it was
Mm-hmm.
pretty much it was a similar story and everything. But I just
Yeah.
remember how excited I was like, this is my New Hope. So yeah, Force
Yeah.
Awakens was awesome. I definitely went twice opening weekend. I think I the first week it was out, I saw it another time, and then my old neighbor, Jeff Hansen, shout out to Jeff Hansen, but um, the Hansons actually bought me my mic for
Oh,
Christmas,
nice.
so they're good. They're like another set of parents to my brother and I, but
Very cool.
Jeff was a big Star Wars fan, and at the time he worked for a tech company with all these like young nerdy kids, and they were all talking about Force Awakens, and like Jeff's like, "Well, I want to go see it," and he didn't want to go by himself, and I was like, "I'll go. I'll take you to go see it." So Jeff and I went to like a. This was like a month after it had come out, and so
Yeah.
we went, and he loved it. But I was like, "Isn't it great? I love Force Awakens.
Yeah.
I still love that one. I think that
Yeah.
I mean that obviously like the original trilogy, like Empire and Return are pretty tough to beat.
Mm-hmm.
But and Rogue One, that's one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Force
I
Awakens, it's
definitely dig.
fun. And it feels like Star Wars. It feels like nostalgic.
Yeah.
I don't think they just didn't land as far as a cohesive story. They didn't have a direction out the gate, and they let Ryan do his own thing, which I love. I love The Last Jedi for what it is. Um, but then to have JJ come back and kind of retcon Last Jedi completely, like, and it just felt like. But I mean, I understood what JJ said. I remember him and Lawrence Kasdan were in interviews, and they was like, we wanted to go back so we could go forward. You
Right.
know, it's like, ah, okay, cool, I like that. Where do we go? Like having a cohesive, like, here's the next step, and here's where we're going would have been helpful, but JJ wasn't in charge of that, and I think that's what kind of having someone help architect the where they go, and then have the screenwriter can write it, but we need to have an idea of where we're headed. I think that would have helped, but
Well, and then they really threw everything off with. I think it just was confusing to everybody involved. Like, because word on the street was like Ryan Johnson's script for la- um Last
Last
Jedi
Jedi, yeah,
was like one of the great like JJ
hmm,
said he wished he would have got to do that one instead of Force
right,
Awakens because he like and everybody that read the script was like it's so good. It's like I can't remember who else said it. They just were like raving about the script. So once it came out, it wasn't super
yeah,
well received. Wasn't like atrocious, like everybody didn't like bash on it. It was kind of like 50-50 with all the fans. And
hmm,
then but then they had Colin Trevorrow was supposed to do
right,
Rise of Skywalker,
yep,
and like last second they're like, "Oh, JJ, you have like 8 months to pretty much do this whole movie," and then like
yeah. The think,
he had to complete whatever Ryan did, which Ryan
yeah,
did something different from JJ's Force
right,
Awakens, and so JJ's like, I don't, I'll do the best I can.
right. I
So
think Colin Trevorrow had Jurassic World come out, and I think
yeah,
that's when everybody's like, uh, do we want him directing our next Star
well, he
Wars?
had that, and I mean, it made it. ton of money, but yeah, the audience and critics and stuff didn't
Yeah.
like it wasn't super high up, but also I heard he kind of like ruined him and the Star Wars in general around that time. They could not keep directors to like save their life
Hmm.
because um,
Lord
Josh
Miller.
Trank. Well,
Yeah.
Josh Trank was supposed to do a Boba
Right.
Fett movie,
Hmm.
and then he did Fantastic Four, and then that pretty much got taken away, and then he trashed that Airbnb basically, and they cost him a lot of money. That pretty much ruined his reputation in Hollywood,
Yeah.
and then that got shelved, and they did the series later on, and then
Hmm.
yeah, Colin Trevorrow, I think I heard the same thing. I heard he was kind of like with the meetings they had, he kind of I think he quit actually. Like
Mm.
they were about to start pre-production, and he like he didn't agree with the producers or something, and so he
Yeah.
like quit. And then same with Lord and Miller, they were supposed to do Solo. Actually, they had started
They'd gotten already.
filming. I think
Yeah,
yeah,
they
it was
were in
like
the middle of filming,
25% through, and
and Kathleen Kennedy pulled them from it because it was too sarcastic or too tongue in
right,
cheek or whatever you want to
which is
call it,
crazy
like
because
too
like
jokey.
they
Yeah.
crush it at. I mean, I don't think
Yeah.
they've had hardly any misses in their even when they're producers. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
I think
shoot,
it's just
dude,
one of
they
those
did
things they
the
didn't feel like it fit the Star Wars universe to be that jokey.
right.
Um, but at the same time, it's like, well, that's what's interesting too about the marketing for Mandalorian and Grogu. This doesn't feel like a Star Wars movie. It
No,
feels like an
third
adventure,
season. Yeah,
but it doesn't feel like a Star Wars movie in its marketing and in the epic nature of it. It feels small. It feels, So we'll
I'm
see.
interested to see how that because a lot of movie podcasts I watch, like they've been having talk conversations about that and
Hmm.
how much they think it's going to make, and a lot of them say they think it'll still make decent money, but I don't know. I guess we'll
Yeah.
see. I mean, I hope people go to the theaters and support it and stuff, but I
Hmm.
just don't know how it's going to be handled because season 3 didn't really leave people
Yeah.
yearning
I
for
mean,
more Mandalorian. Like,
yeah, we were
not that it
trying to
was bad. They
remember what
just
happened. Like,
well, like
that's
seasons
how
1 and
bad. Like,
2 were so good, and then
yeah.
like I think they could have just moved on to a different thing after season 2 instead of just trying to
Hmm.
force. And now you're really forcing it because you're like, I mean, I know John Favreau is an amazing director, but
Yeah.
it's just like how much more can you
Yeah.
do
We'll
with
see.
that storyline? Like just do something else. I feel like it would have been more appropriate to greenlight like an Andor movie or like something in
Hmm.
the Rogue One universe rather than just because that's like a hot item right now for Star Wars. So
Hmm.
that would have made more sense if they were like, we're doing you know, a follow up to Rogue One, or we're doing
Hmm.
or something in the style of Rogue One, but like that leads into another Star Wars or something
Yeah.
just as well done. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'll be awesome. I mean, John
Yeah.
Favreau is a good director and stuff. So and he knows the Mandalorian content really well. So
Yep.
ooh, slow motion run.
Hmm.
I think we're getting close to the classic. I don't want your life.
Oh, they already said it.
Oh, they did. Yeah,
Yeah.
mine's quiet. My volume's down a lot. Yeah, it's such a fun line.
Yep. I'm at 123.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
40.
we're about the same. One. Let's see. There we go. I'm at this. I'm at 121. The running back just blew
Oh,
out
yep.
his leg.
Yep. Perfect.
Yikes.
Mm.
Oh, I missed. We have somebody commented.
Oh, nice.
Man, I lost my
Oh,
dad last year from cancer. This hurt. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely yeah, thanks for joining. But yeah, it's cancer sucks. A big
hmm
one.
yeah.
Well, and it's just like my mom had, when I was a little kid, she had breast cancer, and then she survived that for, I don't know, 16 years, 15 years, something like that.
Yeah.
And then she had, I forget what it was originally called that she had. And then after a few years, that turned into, it eventually became ovarian cancer. So,
Mm, I'm sorry, man.
yeah, I mean, it's, I think the amount of time, I mean, it's never easy, but I think it all happened in a better way than it maybe could have. So,
hmm
like I had an aunt who I lost to cancer, ovarian cancer as well. I had two aunts actually on my dad's side. My dad's the youngest of eight kids, and two of his sisters. The one of them battled ovarian cancer for 3 years, and then she passed away. And then my another aunt, um, she found out she had ovarian cancer like the next year, and she didn't even want to battle it, so she just did everything she wanted to do the last
Mm,
6 months or whatever, and lived. She was getting up a little bit older too, but she got to like do a bunch of stuff she never got to do before, so
yeah.
it was nice.
Mm,
Listen to that from a Gib.
messed up.
Oh yeah, this is when the team turns on him finally.
hmm
Tweeter. Yeah, I got to get the rest of the Varsity Blues Funko Pops because they have
hmm
Billy Bob has a I don't know if
Oh,
you can see
nice.
it. He comes
Yeah.
with his little pig,
That's
but
amazing.
yeah, they have Tweeters is pretty cool. Coach Gilmer's is cool too because it's like a action pose with his little headset.
That's fun.
But yeah, the Moxon one, or
Yeah,
on the
that's
pop
perfect.
they call him just Mox.
hmm
But yeah, I wish I would have bought one of those jerseys when they were pretty cheap too. Like I mean, James could have made a killing on those. But yeah, I think he sold them for like $60, and they were autographed. And I mean, you can get a frame, and so that'd be a cool little
Yeah.
thing to hang up on your wall.
Yeah. Lost control, coach.
I might have gone too far. Are you at 126?
I am at 128.25.
Oh, okay. So I'm not quite caught up to you. Yeah, he just walked down the hall. James has got his awesome speech.
Okay, yours is different times than mine. So
Is he giving the speech right now?
James is about to, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so he just started the speech, and mine says 1 hour 27 minutes. Oh, are you watching on YouTube?
No, it's on Peacock. So
Oh,
it must
maybe
have a
that's
little
why.
different because of,
Yeah, maybe there's like a little bit extra added in or something.
yeah. All right. Speech.
Yeah, it's awesome. They used to the football when I did play football that one year in high school. Like sometimes the coaches before games they'd play recordings of like famous movie speeches from football movies, and
Mhm.
Al Pacino from Any Given Sunday. That was a
Yeah.
popular one.
Yeah.
They played this one a few times though. Well, and this is how a lot of the high school football is, man.
Mhm.
They get so much more amped up, and there's so much more energy.
Mhm.
Come out,
Oh
kick some
man.
teeth in. Oh man.
It's just a movie that makes you feel good, you know?
No, yeah, for sure. And I think like there's a lot of serious drama scenes, but like overall it's it's funny, and then there's motivational
Mhm.
dialogue, and I think the MTV soundtrack helps a lot too.
Yeah.
Especially when you're a teenager, like I listen to a lot of the bands that they play in this movie, and it's just cool to like see them put to imagery like a football game. Like that's cool. That's why I love the Replacements so much, because like Replacements has some awesome songs in it too that go with the
Mhm.
like I I mean, even though I've seen that movie 100 times probably, or maybe more, when Keanu Reeves they don't bring him back to the they don't bring him back after the strike ends, and he's on his boat watching their game to they have to win to make the playoffs, and and then Gene Hackman at the interviewer asks him, "What do you need to get back in this game?" And he says, "Heart. Got to have a lot of heart." And she's like, "Can you elaborate?" And he's like, "Miles and miles of heart." And then Keanu like he knows what that means because Gene Hackman told him earlier in the movie, like Martell, the other quarterback, the a-hole quarterback, like he doesn't have heart, but you do.
Mhm.
And so he shows up at halftime, and like that whole scene is just it always makes me feel so, because like they play what's that song from the Joker when he's on the stairwell, the like
Oh, the pump up song.
da-na-na-na-na,
Yeah.
hey yeah.
Jock jams, yeah.
Yeah. So that song plays, and Keanu Reeves comes down the hallway, and then he comes out and the crowd goes ballistic, and he goes and kisses the cheerleader, his girlfriend, and John Madden was in that movie, and he's like he seems to be necking with that cheerleader. He's like, players aren't supposed to be fraternizing with the cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Um, but like that whole when he comes running out is and cool story about Replacements real quick. A good family friend of ours, we lost him way too soon. His name was Fran Mancata. Uh, Great family. We grew up. He unfortunately passed away when he was around 50. Just
Mm.
crazy in his sleep, like natural causes or something. But um, they used to live in Baltimore, and they filmed most of the football scenes for Replacements at the Ravens
Okay.
old stadium there at like halftime, like during a real game, so they could keep the crowd in there. And they were like, "We're filming for this movie." So Fran and his family were like at one of the games where they were filming the scene for the Replacements when like Keanu comes in at the night game, and um just so awesome. So he like told us he was at the game when they were filming it, and then when the movie came out, I saw it and I fell in love with that movie. And so every
Yeah,
time I think of that end scene when Keanu comes back, I it makes me feel good. And then I also think of like our buddy Fran who was at the game and stuff to watch that scene be filmed, which is cool. So,
that's awesome.
but yeah, I love a good sports movie. Hoosiers,
Hmm.
also Gene Hackman, just a legend,
Dude, this is a great needle drop, man.
right?
The Foo Fighters on this blocked
Yeah,
front.
like I said earlier, like this song, every time I hear this song, it makes me think of this movie. But that's why my post to James Van Der Beek today, like I found that really cool live acoustic version they did with like an
Hmm.
orchestra. Um,
That's beautiful.
yeah, because it sounds better too, I think. But he throws it at the horse mascot. Yeah, this movie and the replacements. When my brother and I used to religiously play Madden, like I think you used to be able to create players, so we created so many movie
Hmm.
player like
Yeah, yeah,
replacements. We did like Shane Falco and Clifford Franklin was yeah, the
that's
receiver.
awesome.
Ma-
Yeah, I
Eddie
did
or
that when
Moxon.
the Xbox 360 came out and they had the knockout something. It was a
Knockout
boxing game,
Kings.
I think
Yeah.
so, and it was you could like create your own players. Like, and people were posting online like how they made Mike Tyson and how they made all these
Yeah.
different fighters and stuff. So I was doing all that. That was fun.
No, that back in the day, like I had PS1 and PS2, but when PS2 first came out with all their sports games, like you could do,
Hmm.
my brother and I used to play. I mean, we played college football. We create like schools and create ourselves as like players, and you get to
Yeah,
do the whole thing. We
I
play
need to put I
Madden,
need to put NBA 2K6. What was it? No, not 2K6. One of them. I need to find it and I need to put it in because it's Xbox One, and the I did the face scan with
oh
the app,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it looks just like me. Like,
that's crazy.
I've tried to do it in other games since then, and it's not even come close. But for whatever reason, in this one, it was so perfect. I've got clips. I'll send you some pictures.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
because
so cool.
it's I mean, it's ridiculous, man. I was so stoked with how it looked. I was like, this is awesome, you know,
Right?
because that's what you want. You want that kind of experience in a video game. You're playing a game. You want it to feel like you're in the game. And when you see the instant replay and it looks like your face, it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
so cool,
great.
especially with like virtual reality and stuff now too.
Hmm. Go, Billy Bob.
Billy
Boom.
Bob got a touchdown.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think of another. I'm probably forgetting another sports movie that I love a lot.
Remember the Titans? Did you mention that one?
Oh no, I didn't. But that's
Yeah, that was
another.
a yeah.
Yeah. Well, then that's
And
one that
We Are Marshall.
We Are
Sorry.
Marshall. I did mention any give. I do like Any Given Sunday. That one's a
Hmm.
little bit more. It is a football movie, but the football
Yeah.
scenes are awesome. But yeah, it gets a little off tangent a lot in that
I'll
movie.
say one of my favorite sports movies is White Men Can't Jump.
Oh, that's a good one.
That one was so fun, and actually they did a remake
I haven't seen
of
the
it, and
remake, but
I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good ride. I watched it on a plane, um, but the main actor did a good job. He's a hip
yeah,
hop
what's
artist.
that? Yeah, who's
I can't
that
remember
guy's
his
name
name.
again?
Can't remember, but
I should know, but
it was great. It was really fun. It wasn't anything. It wasn't really like a copy of the first one. So you just kind of it was a similar type story, but so it felt like its own movie, um, and it was fun. I enjoyed it for sure. Yeah, We Are Marshall's really good, and then other basketball movies like Coach Carter or
oh yeah,
Glory
Coach Carter's a
Road.
good one.
Um,
Oh yeah, Glory Road is good.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one till a few years ago. I was on streaming and I was like, you know what? I've never seen this movie.
One I liked as a kid was based on, I recognized the main actor was not great, um, but it was one I liked because it was Pete Maravich story, and it's called The
Oh
Pistol.
yeah, I haven't
Um,
seen it, but I know exactly which one you're talking about.
I like that for the kind of like the trick passes and the trick game stuff that he was famous for. Um, so that was fun to kind of see him as a kid, an eighth grader. He played on varsity as an eighth grader, so I mean, it's pretty insane. But that was a really fun story.
Yeah, Pete
And my
Maravich
parents
is a
actually
legend.
got me the book that was basically as like a biography. So I read that whole biography too. So the
Who
movie
did?
wasn't. My
Who
parents
got it
got me
for
a
you? Oh, your
biography.
parents.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Pete Maravich. That's a icon.
Mm-hmm. LSU, Utah Jazz.
Yeah, isn't
I
he
mean,
the
he's
he's the NBA logo, right?
oh no, that's Jerry West.
Oh, it is. Yeah, that's right. And they've
Yeah,
been trying to get it to be well, they
Kobe.
probably won't now. Yeah. I mean, if they haven't done it at this point, it's probably not happening, but
Yep. The end. They win. Billy
they
Bob makes the
win
final.
and
It's
James
amazing.
is cemented.
Yep.
Oh,
As a movie star, man.
oh, that's right. The actor who played Billy Bob, he passed away too. I forgot.
Oh man.
He I think it was a couple years ago, but what was his name? Varsity Blues.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ron Lester.
Oh, and
Now
then you
that I
got
see that, I do vaguely remember that. Cuz yeah,
uh
somebody on Instagram posted a picture of the Varsity Blues, like the main cast, and three of them are grayed out: Paul Walker,
wow.
Billy Bob, and now James. So
It's sad.
yeah, no, James was even though he didn't do a lot the last like 20 years acting wise, like he definitely oh cool. Galaxy Con Oklahoma City did a remembrance for him.
Nice.
Man, poor oh, that's right. He was in they made this really badass rated R Power Rangers fan film,
Oh,
and
I
James
guess.
Van Der Beek was the star of it.
Yes, I remember
That
that.
was
Yeah.
really cool. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sorry, I'm just seeing all these things posted now.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, good old
Fun
yeah, James
times.
was a yeah, just a genuine human being, and yeah, I think um Varsity Blues kind of encapsulates
Yeah.
not only him as a human being, but like it's just the movie that I think he'll be remembered for the most, other
Right.
than Dawson's Creek, the TV show. So
Yep, for
he
sure.
cemented himself in sports film history, and also just grabbed all of our hearts. And
Mhm.
yeah, I wish him and his family well.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, cool, man. It was good hanging out tonight.
Yeah,
Go
for
get
sure.
some
Nice to
rest,
kind of
and
get away. Yeah.
yeah, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right,
Thanks everybody
brother.
for watching, and
Yeah,
we'll
thanks
catch you
for
next
hanging
time.
out. All right. See you, peeps.
Bye, y'all. Well, it's gonna keep me here.
Oh, it's cool.
All right, we'll catch you later, dude.
All right, brother.